Hey guys, this is Patrick R. with firearmblog.com.
This is Alex C. with firearmblog.com.
And we're here today to talk about our 5 picks for concealed carry guns.
Now, guys, Patrick knows a lot more about concealed carry, or rather has more opinions about it than I do. I'm not as avid a concealed carrier as Patrick.
That is true.
I'll admit I'm bad about it. I have a license and everything. More often than not, I'll forget to throw my holster and my gun on, admittedly, because it takes some time.
I can't tell you how many times we've gone out to dinner and I'm like, hey, are you going to carry or no? And generally like, oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
So, obviously the best concealed carry gun is
the one that you're going to carry.
The gun that you're going to have.
Right.
But, I'm sure that you guys are probably guilty of that as well sometimes too. Probably less so than I am. But Patrick, why don't you walk us through your choices here?
Well, before I do that, I want to go ahead and kind of give a little bit of backstory about my history with concealed carry. I've been carrying for approximately 8 years now, and I started out with the mindset of that I needed a big gun, and I was really just in carrying a USB compact. And it kind of graduated to where there was a period of time where I was not able to carry because my license lapsed due to me forgetting about renewing it, and realized, you know what, carrying a big gun kind of stinks.
As good as a USB compact is, not exactly probably the best carry gun.
No, it's not. And because of my build, I have a hard time hiding larger firearms. I mean, such as the P7 that you carry. But I'll let you talk about that one.
Sure, guys. When I do carry, I would say I carry probably 25% of the time, maybe. If I feel like I'm going to be at risk, or if I'm going to an area where I know that it may be possible, higher than likely,
right,
I might need a concealed carry gun. I reach for my P7. I've always kind of carried this since I've gotten it several years back. It's never failed. They were very revered for their reliability when they were introduced. They've got a unique. It's not a safety. They're upfront by not calling it a safety. But to cock it, you have to apply force to this mechanism right here.
The infamous squeeze cocker.
The squeeze cocker. Now, once that's already been squeezed, it only takes a couple pounds of pressure to maintain that. So when you're in your natural stance, it's not that big a deal to hold the gun cocked and ready to go. My friend Jason actually had to hold a guy at gunpoint one time who was trying to rob his house with one of these for over 30 minutes when he was waiting for the police to get out there. He's in a rural area, so the response time was a little slower than usual, and I don't think they took him seriously when he said, I have a gun, there's someone robbing my house. But he said the response time felt like it was long. He said an hour, but in reality, he says he thinks it was maybe more like 20 or 30 minutes. But
it's still a while.
It's still a while. But you know how it is out in rural counties.
Yeah. I mean, it can take a while to get somebody out there.
So the P7's a great gun, guys. It's got a very unique system, the way it operates. It's a gas delayed blowback. There's a piston that sits underneath the barrel that actually serves to delay the opening of the action, which means that the bore axis is very low. It points very naturally. And Patrick, you and I both like the P7.
I do, but I don't like it as a concealed carry gun.
That's valid.
I think we've had this discussion, and if I can, I'm going to go ahead and grab that from you.
Yeah.
Something I do want to show you guys is for a single stack gun, it is very wide. In the grip area, and that's the area that I've got a hard time concealing gun. I don't have a problem with the thick slide so much as I do a big fat grip, just because of my build. But I mean, when we have shot this, it's a phenomenal gun. And if you're able to go ahead and hide it, then by all means.
Yeah, no, I'm very happy with it. That's why I haven't really changed it up, and I've been carrying that for a while.
Yeah,
I don't want to change anytime soon.
Unfortunately, changing concealed carry guns is something that I do fairly often. I'll find something
tell
new.
us about it here.
So I've gone from something this size on down to sometimes carrying something as small as this. This is an NAA, North American Arms, 22 mag, single action revolver. And sometimes if I just don't really feel like doing anything else, I'll toss this in my sweatpants pocket or whatever the case might be. But it's reliable. It's pretty darn accurate if you learn how to shoot it. And I'll be honest, it's actually a lot of fun at the range too.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. Yeah.
I bought the one that comes with 2 cylinders. It comes with a 22 long rifle cylinder and a 22 mag cylinder. When I take it out to the range, I'll take the 22 long rifle cylinder, and there's nothing more fun than fanning something that's this small.
And the price on them is not bad. You can get them for around $200 or so.
Yeah, I think for the conversion one, I paid $220 more or less shipped.
So you can practice with 22 long rifle, and then if you want to carry it for defense put your 22 mag in there.
I mean, and it's in 22 mag. It's actually kind of a formidable little gun.
Yeah, that's no joke.
So next up, I've got my wife's concealed carry gun. Actually, she liberated me of it after she shot it, and it's a Ruger LCP with a Lasermax on the side. I'm not a big fan of the Crimson Trace grips or anything like that kind of hang down here. They make the gun a little bit too bulky to fit into a pocket holster or whatever have you. So I installed one of these little guys, and it's proven to be a pretty reliable setup. But the one thing I didn't like about this one was it doesn't have a last round hold open. But I mean, when I was carrying it, that wasn't really a concern for me. It's a fantastic gun. Previously, I've had a P3AT, and that was also a great gun after I did the fluff and buff to it. But yeah, this was great while I had it, and then my wife said, you know what, I think I'd rather have that, and I conceded because, well, she wins. But after that, I moved to the Bodyguard 380 with the integrated laser, which kind of alleviates all the problems. It stays nice and slim, so I can carry it in on an ankle holster or in a pocket. It doesn't really add any additional bulk. The trigger on this is pretty terrible, but that's kind of the theme with these pocket pistol type guns.
And guys, from everything I've read, most encounters where you're going to need a concealed carry firearm occur within less than 5 yards.
Right. I mean, it's not. I didn't buy these to target shoot with. I bought these to go out and practice with, become proficient with, and
And I like to tell customers that when they're like, "Oh, how's this going to shoot at the range?" When they're buying a pocket pistol like an LCP or like this gun, I tell them it's not going to shoot that great at the range, guys. You need to realize what it is, and that's a self-defense firearm.
Right.
They're great for what they are. They're not designed to take to an IPSC or IPA
No,
match.
not by any means. I mean, I'm able to change mags pretty quickly with this. I can shoot pretty quickly with it and pretty accurately, and it's really far and above my favorite pocket 380 at this point. I haven't had any trigger time on the Glock 42, but it's a little bit bigger than I consider for pocket carry because of my stature. So, I mean, that's one of my go-tos right now. My other go-to, if I decide to carry inside the waistband, is the good old Smith & Wesson J-frame.
Honestly, guys, I'll recommend these to 9 out of 10 people.
Yeah, I mean, they're awesome guns. We both have J-frames. You've got a 642, I've got a 442, because, to be truthful, I'm not a big fan of stainless guns, even though I own a couple. We did the Apex trigger on it.
Makes a big difference. That's a good piece, man. That's worth every dollar.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. It was really easy to install. The instructions were really, pretty good, and I was able to go ahead and knock it out in about, I guess it was like 20 minutes.
And your capacity crazy people will say, well, it only holds 5 shots. And I say, yes, it will only hold 5 shots. But going back to what I said earlier about an encounter with a concealed carry situation,
well, I mean,
5 shots is more than studies have shown that you need.
I want to say it is 5.
Okay,
is the average.
Well, I'm not going to say less bullets is better, but
it's not.
Let's face it. Even Masad Ayub said, I think they said, is 3 bullets enough for a concealed carry gun or something, and he said yes or less.
Yeah,
and he knows more than all of us combined.
And all of you. He's a very smart man when it comes to firearms.
Absolutely. So, the J-frame is a good option. They're reliable as a toaster.
Yes, and the only reason this is still riding with me, the only reason I still carry this gun versus a single stack 9 like I would like, I've got a Car CM9 that I just don't like. You guys that carry them, more power to you. The trigger on it is just very, very squishy, and it's very ambiguous on the reset. So I just can't really trust it as much as I can, the good old J-frame. But when we do get our hands on a Glock 43, that probably will be replacing my J-frame.
That's a bold statement. I saw the video where they interviewed the engineer, and that kind of hurt my feelings. But anyways, guys, this is our picks for concealed carry stuff. Patrick, you know more about it than I do because you do it more than I do.
It's it's an accurate statement. Yeah. I wish you did carry more, but and I'm by no means an expert. This is just what I've learned over 7 or 8 years of carrying tiny guns and shooting them. These are my preferences, and if you've got a better solution, I'd love to hear what you guys do.
Absolutely.
What kind of holsters you guys use? What gun you prefer? What ammo you carry? Because those are all important choices that play into what you do. What you choose. Well, that's kind of redundant, but
it is what it is.
They're all important pieces to the puzzle.
Well, hey, anyways, we really do appreciate you guys watching TFB TV. This was a fun video. This is something that could be invaluable to maybe even saving your life one day. Yeah,
it could be. Before we do go, I do want to touch on a lot of people tell you that a defensive caliber should start with 4. Not necessary.
I assure you, anything on this table can kill you deader than a hammer, including this guy.
I agree. Buy what you're comfortable with. Go to the range. Try some guns. Make sure that what you choose is good for your use.
Absolutely, guys. Anyways, this is Alex C.
And Patrick R.
And thanks for watching TFB TV.